Hi, I'm Alexis. I did the regional analysis for Contoso in the PAC-RIM region, which is around South Korea and Japan. The purpose of this analysis was to highlight issues within this region and propose solutions with implementation plans to be able to track those solutions. We did this through Power BI dashboard and large data sets that were filtered through Power BI. So the biggest issue that I found, which was more of an opportunity, was the use of discounts within this region. Discounts are primarily used to attract consumer attention, essentially close the deal if necessary, but businesses often see quite a bit of lost margin because they're lowering the prices and their costs are staying the same. So the margin is slowing down quite a bit. However, in the PAC-RIM region, I've noticed that discounts being given are very inconsistent and very uncorrelated with each other or with the time that they're being given. So I've also noticed that the discounted sales portion of total sales is decreasing over time. So if we continue this decrease and maybe speed up the process a little bit, we might be able to see some differences in margin. So the opportunity I can see here with this discount issue is a possibility to increase profit by diminishing discounts on these products. So the recommended solution I have come up with, our action step will be to slowly diminish discounts given on products while keeping advertising and business dealings consistent. So kind of speeding up the process of these diminishing discounts, eventually we will see a higher profit because we're getting rid of the discounts faster. Keeping advertising and business dealings consistent for everything except for the advertising of the discounts because we aren't going to give them. So the impact this will have, I suspect there will be a small observable dip in the sales, in total sales at the beginning when we start to speed up this process, but it's going to return to normal because they haven't been a huge part of net sales, so I don't see that having a huge effect, but we will be able to observe higher margins in the future. The outcome I suspect that will happen is we'll see a margin increase of almost 20 to 25%, covering negative margin within the Tokyo stores that can be observed on the dashboard and being able to create a consistency through the quarters with their discounted products. So the dashboard I created, I made sure to make it very simple. It's color coordinated setup with a high data to ink ratio, mostly to make it easily identifiable where our trouble areas are, easily readable for anyone observing the dashboard. Some metrics that I found very helpful was observing the net sales of individual stores and the overall margin and costs of each region, of the region in each store within, and how much discounted sales compare to net sales completely. So let's go look at the dashboard. So this is the this is the dashboard I created. Really, you can look at it and it's very easy to read. You have your gross margin as compared to costs up here. You can look at all the net sales of every store in our region. Our region is rather small, I would say. We have discount correlated stuff, we have margin, and we have margin. So something really neat about this, I can click on, say I want to learn anything about the Sapporo store. I click on that and I can see how big its margin is. Pretty small in that store. Its costs, what its discounts look like, and something mostly to point out is that in every quarter 3, we're not spending money on discounts whatsoever. So that's why I wanted to focus on getting rid of those discounts. When we get rid of those discounts, we will be able to see this get much, much smaller. Our margins rise, the red line will rise, and this black line will shrink because we will no longer have those discounts, and we'll be able to see a higher profit margin, higher sales because they are on a continuous upward trend.